I'm 500 miles away from home. Teardrops fell on Mama's note when I read the things she wrote. She said, we miss you, son, we love you, come on home. Well, I didn't have to pack, I had it all right on my back. Now I'm 500 miles away from home. Away from home, away from home, cold and tired and all alone. Yes, I'm 500 miles away from home. I know this is the same road I took the day I left home. Lord, but it sure looks different. Well, I guess I look different too, 'cause time changes everything. I wonder what they'll say when they see their boy living this way. Oh, I wonder what they'll say when I get home. Can remember when I ate, it's just thumbing and walking away, and I'm still 500 miles away from home. Well, if my luck had been just right, I'd be with them all tonight. But I'm still 500 miles away from home. Away from home, away from home, cold and tired and all alone. Yes, I'm still 500 miles away from home. Oh, I'm still 500 miles away from home. Remember when I was young and so were you, and time stood still, and love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when we vowed the vows and walked the wall, gave our hearts, made the start, and it was hard. We lived and learned life through curves. There was joy and there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when old ones died and new were born, and life was changed, disassembled or rearranged. We came together, fell apart, and broke each other's hearts. Remember when? Remember when the sound of little feet was the music we danced to week, brought back the love, we found trust, vowed we'd never give it up. Remember when? Remember when 30 seems so old. Now looking back, it's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when? Remember when we said when we turn gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the life we've had, and we'll remember when. Remember when? Remember when? Well, you know I'm not much good at writing letters, so I gave up and decided that I'd call. No, there's really not much news to tell you. Things back here, they never change at all. It snowed today, it's cold here for November, but I hear that the weather's warm out there. Oh, if you see Clint Eastwood, would you shake his hand for me and tell old Clint I've seen all his movies. Well, I hope you make the big time, I hope your dreams come true, but if Hollywood don't need you, honey, I'll still do. Last night I drove the truck to Amarillo. Some friends and I, we had a laugh or two. But lately we don't cut up like we used to, 'cause all that I can think about is you. I know this is what you've always wanted, but I know now that all I want is you. So if you see Clint Eastwood, would you shake his hand for me and tell old Clint I've seen all his movies. Well, I hope you make the big time, I hope your dreams come true, but if Hollywood don't need you, honey, I still do. If Hollywood don't need you, honey, I still do. I remember waking in the morning to the sound of a rooster's crow, Mama cooking in the kitchen, Arthur Godfrey on the radio. Me and Daddy were just like strangers. We never did see eye to eye. Came to blows one Sunday morning, so I packed my bags and said goodbye. When you leave that way, you can never go back. A train won't run on torn up track. Sometimes I'd wish I'd never roamed, oh no. 'Cause when you leave that way, you can never go home. Then I met a girl in Knoxville. Oh, we set our wedding day. I left her standing at the altar with a baby on the way. When you leave that way, you can never go back. A train won't run on a torn up track. Sometimes I'd wish I'd never roamed, oh no. 'Cause when you leave that way, you can never go home. Lord, I'd love to see my mom and daddy, and what I'd give to hold that boy of mine. I'd get down on my knees and say I'm sorry. If I could only go back one more time. But I killed a man in Houston when he caught me with his wife. And I told the preacher man to leave me alone. When he came to read me my rights, he said, son, when you leave this way, you can never come back. A soul won't roll on a torn up track. All through eternity, you'll roll me alone. 'Cause when you leave this way, you can never come home. All through eternity, you'll roll me alone. 'Cause when you leave this way, you can never come home. I've had my share of life's ups and downs, but fate's been kind. The downs have been few. I guess you could say that I've been lucky. And I guess you could say it's all because of you. If anyone should ever write my life story, for whatever reason there might be, you'd be there between each line of pain and glory. 'Cause you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Yes, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Lord, there have been times when the times were so hard, but always somehow I made it through. And for every moment I spent hurting, there's been a moment spent loving you. If anyone should ever write my life story, for whatever reason there might be, you'd be there between each line of pain and glory. 'Cause you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Yes, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. While she lay sleeping, I stay out late at night and play my songs. And sometimes all the nights can be so long, and it's good when I finally make it home, all alone, while she lays dreaming. I try to get undressed without the light, and quietly she says, "How was your night?" And I come to her and say, "It was all right." And I hold her tight, and she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I will find a way, while she lays waiting. I stumble to the kitchen for a bite. Then I see my old guitar in the night, just waiting for me like a secret friend. And there's no end while she lays crying I fumble with a melody or two, then I'm torn between the things that I should do. Then she says to wake her up when I am through. God, her love is true. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I will find a way. While she lays, while she waits for me.
She got a roof that don't leak when the rain's pouring down. She got a place I can sleep, y'all, where I'll be safe and sound. She got a lock on her door, oh, but I got the key. And she don't walk the floor, but she worries about me. Well, her love has no strings, shackles or chains, but I'm holding on for dear life. She's like a roll in a seven every time I roll the dice. Ah, yeah. She's got a big Oldsmobile. She got a dog that won't bite. She got a heart I can steal, just like a thief in the night. She's got a slow burning fire. She keeps her radio low. But when she gets all inspired, we let the good times roll. Well, her love has no strings, shackles or chains, but I'm holding on for dear life. She's like a roll in a seven every time I roll the dice. Her love has no strings, shackles or chains, but I'm holding on for dear life. She's like a roll in a seven every time I roll the dice.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and two of them were searching for lost souls.
That driver never ever saw the stop sign, and 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That farmer left the harvest, a home in 80 acres, the faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, "Can't you see the promised land?" as he laid his bloodstained Bible in that hooker's hands. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That's a story that our preacher told last Sunday, as he held that bloodstained Bible up for all of us to see. He said, "Bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me." There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. When the rain's blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and the stars appear, when there is no one to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. We've known it from the moment that we met. There's no doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on a rolling sea, down the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. Yeah, but you ain't seen nothing like me yet. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you. Make you happy, make your dreams come true. To make you feel my love.